We are not a hate group. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or black militia group. Israel United in Christ is a nonviolent Bible-based movement. We do not advocate or condone any acts of violence against any race, ethnicity, or gender. We advise that if anyone hears or knows of any plots to cause harm to anyone or to break the laws of the land, you must contact the proper authorities to bring awareness to any possible threat, as stated in Leviticus chapter 5 and verse 1 of the King James Bible.
Hey, shalom, Musa in Christ bless. We are Israel United in Christ, and this is the Armor of God. Armor of God radio show.
We're back.
We always back. That's right.
That's right.
We loyal.
Hey, the show the Most High sent.
Show about to be fire.
It's about to be. This is a really good show today, brothers.
Bring it out.
What's the title of this show?
Oh man. Nah, let's get it.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I don't think they're ready for this one, man.
Now they might not be ready for
There's two things taking place today. Now, you know, it's so-called Father's Day.
Right.
And Juneteenth.
Bring it out.
Juneteenth. So-called Juneteenth. So what we're doing today, we're going over Juneteenth. That's the title of today's. That's the topic of today's show. I'm your host, Officer Rayuel. In the studio, we have
Officer Mishael,
Officer Abraham,
Officer Issachar,
Officer Hezekiah,
Officer Yarakab.
all praise. We got Soldier Kal-El, DJ 12 Fingers,
12 Fingers
on the IT board. Hey, we here to teach repentance, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans scattered abroad, and you're not listening to us live. This is recorded, but we're probably talking to your pastor right now.
Oh, we most definitely talking to your pastor right now. We've been talking to your pastors a lot here lately.
Right.
and they've been running.
They've been running. They've been on their bicycle.
Some of them out there listening to us.
and you know what's crazy? These same ones. Ain't it crazy how you grew up? Parents rush you to bring you to church.
Right.
You show them the Bible, now they hate the Bible.
Yeah.
Ain't that something?
Man, that's a heavy statement. Say it again.
I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, I did too. Say it again.
Bring it out.
Hey, they rush you to bring you to church every Sunday morning.
Right.
You finally show them the Bible that they was rushing to get you in front of, and they hate that thing.
Ironic.
They hate the Bible. That's what we've discovered all across the world. Israel United in Christ, we've been all over the world blitzing these churches, showing up in person. We wrote letters. We sent emails. We called. We texted.
Yep.
We here now.
Yep.
I want you to think about this now. We're not coming with no Quran.
Right.
We're not coming with no book dealing with Buddha, Hinduism, or any other type of religion that's on the earth, right?
Right.
We're coming with the Bible.
The Bible.
Bring it out. You know what's heavy with that, officer? My mom always tell me, hey, you got to study this Bible on your own. You got to get knowledge on your own.
Right.
Once we got the knowledge, you're going to sit there and backtrack what you said all them years. That don't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get that.
So I suggest you just let us in peacefully. You know.
There you go.
Give us a presentation.
Listen, we got questions.
Yeah, we just got some.
We got questions.
Like Jesse Lee Peterson said, amazing.
Amazing.
There's things we've been taught since we were little, and we got questions about it. We want some understanding. Someone blew a trumpet just now.
Wow. Right.
Also, it's called a trombone.
Oh my God.
Hey, with no further ado, let's get into it. Like I said, we're not live today, so you cannot call in, but you can check out our website at www.israelunite.org, www.israelunite.org. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to that first, I believe we have a...
Definition.
Yeah, let's start with that definition, please.
This is
Juneteenth. We talked about it last year. Last year was the first year Juneteenth was instituted as a federal holiday.
Right.
So it came from your guy, the white man, Joe Biden. It came from him. Now you Negroes are allowed to celebrate Juneteenth officially. You get a day off, I think.
Yeah.
You get your day off, and
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't.
you don't.
I don't think I do
some of
either.
us do. Yeah, not most of us don't. I ain't heard nothing about that from my job.
I didn't hear it either.
I think white folks got the day off. Well, let's go ahead and read that definition,
It
please.
says the Emancipation Proclamation freed slaves only in those states under Confederate control. He said it didn't affect slavery in the North.
Ooh, wait a minute. You mean to tell me it won't just the South? Now, this is coming from Google. If you go to Google yourself and type in, did Lincoln really want to free slaves? This is going to pop up on its own at the first result. Read on.
It didn't affect slavery in the North. The reason is that, contrary to popular belief, Lincoln's primary motivation wasn't to free the slaves, but to win the Civil War and reunite the Republic.
Wow.
Come on now, dog.
Contrary to popular belief, that means the lie.
It was a popular lie.
Yeah, the popular lie that Lincoln just loved black people. Let me kiss your little black face. That ain't what was going down.
They said,
No.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna tell you why it wasn't going down, because there's a stat out there that said during that time period, slaves was worth $4 billion.
Wow.
Okay, more than anything that was going on during that time. We was the hot commodity. So it wasn't about setting us Negroes free from the plantation. It was all about money. You know what I'm saying? That's what this thing was about, and power.
Right.
Because when you go back into history, when America was first established, right, with the what is it, the Revolutionary War, when America got their independence, right? And once they got their independence, you had the southern states and you had the 13 colonies and all that stuff right there. You had the northern states and the southern states, and the South at that time had won the House because they had that 3/5 clause in there, right? For what did it say? Every 3 men counted 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
We counted as 3/5 of a man.
3/5 of a man, right?
Right.
So they used us to get power in the House. Okay, so you speed up to now the Civil War, and the South is still in control.
Right.
Okay, because they using bodies to, work the fields and everything like that. And during that time, industrialism is starting to pick up in the North.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it was all tactics, a power struggle between the North and the South. That's what it was about.
That's right. That's some heavy information. Meanwhile, they're gonna sell you ice cream. That's what's going on. They're not gonna tell you everything we just heard.
That's it.
We're gonna get into that too. Some of y'all might have seen there's some ice cream floating around. But I got you got something else to score?
Yeah, I was gonna ask a question. Like, that I think it was 1865 when they're trying to say that Texas, freed slaves and things of the nature. And I was just reading about 1921 when the Tulsa Race Massacre. If you're independent, you're supposed to be able to have your own businesses, your own, they had their own churches, things of that nature. That was about 70 years later in 1921, they all got bombed off the face of the earth. It was called the Red Summer. They destroyed every black towns that had their own things. They were independent, and they took it from them in 1921. So how are you celebrating independence on Juneteenth?
And see, that's the thing. Also, is Carr, right after hardcore slavery, right? You had the what they call it. I lost it. It was on top of my tongue.
The Black Code?
No, not the Black Codes. The Reconstruction period, right? Bring it out. And during that time, okay, so we not on the plantation more serving hard bondage, right? But now we trying to get into politics and vote and everything like that, and then now you have the Ku Klux Klan that's terrorizing and killing us left and right. So I'm trying to figure out why is Juneteenth so important, but even after the hard bondage on the plantations and the fields, you still had white folks terrorizing us.
Right.
Even before that, though, they had sharecropping.
Yeah.
Still considering us as slaves anyway. Or if you sharecrop, you get this much benefits, or you may take over the land, which never happened. Never happened. You just voluntarily sold yourself.
Message.
So I got a clip. We talking about Juneteenth, and to answer Michelle's, it's not really a question. It's like a rhetorical question. Why is it so important? Whenever the white man's pushing something, Esau, as the Bible calls him, there's something more sinister behind it. It's never just a good thing.
Right.
He got a sinister motive. He got a reason. But let's go. I got a short clip, about 2 minutes. History of Juneteenth. It won't take long.
Confederacy to win the Civil War. After 4 bloody years, the Union defeated the Confederacy to win the Civil War and abolish slavery in April 1865. There were nearly 4 million slaves.
Wait a minute. April 1865, slavery was abolished, right? Did black people still die from racism after 1865? Yes.
Most definitely.
Were black and Hispanic people still lynched after 1865?
You better believe it.
Definitely. Yeah, were they drugged behind pickup trucks after 1865.
Yes.
That happened in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken.
Bring it out. So how was
1990s?
Since you talked about the other holiday that they're going to be celebrating, Father's Day, what were all the black fathers celebrating when they were being lynched?
Wow.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Day it is.
It is.
In the U.S. at that time. Union armies began marching through the southern states, freeing thousands of slaves each day. The news took months to reach Texas, the westernmost state in the Confederacy. On June 19, 1865, Major General Gordon Granger and 2,000 Union troops rode into Galveston, Texas, and told slaves of their freedom. The people of Texas are informed that in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free. This involves an absolute equality of personal rights and rights of property between former masters and slaves. Granger's words spread through Texas. All at once, slaves found out the war was over and they were free. Their joyous, spontaneous celebration gave birth to Juneteenth. Juneteenth, a combination of the words June and 19th, commemorates when the last enslaved people in the South were finally set free. Many slaves were met with violence, even death, when they tried to leave. Yet the promise of freedom extinguished fear and fueled generations of
We're not going to just go past that part.
Yeah.
Bring it out.
Dang.
It said they were set free in a joyous celebration. Then Esau said they were met with violence and death.
Right.
And they try
I
to
thought
make,
we was free.
Which continues till today.
To this day.
yeah, I'm about to say the same thing you and the Spirit Officer Abraham. It's like they didn't give a date. They didn't say for the first year they were, trotted down and hunted down. It just said they were met with that.
Right.
It never stopped.
Right.
Can I get a scripture just to set the tone? Because I want people to understand Juneteenth did not free you from slavery. Okay?
Shocker.
Right. Give me Baruch 3 and 8. We're going to set the tone right here so y'all can understand why we're bringing out this class. We're still in slavery, brothers and sisters. The Juneteenth was just a crumb to make you feel good. Read that.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
You hear what it say? Baruch, that he was a scribe for Jeremiah when you read it in the Apocrypha. He said, read it again.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Baruch said, we are yet this very day, Juneteenth 2022, you still in captivity. Come on.
Where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
Read on.
And to be subject to payment.
You see that? Are we not still subject to payments? Do you still have to pay taxes? Do you still have to pay water bill, light bill, car payment, car insurance, student loans? You are subject to payments. The mere fact that you have to do that, right, to survive in this land, that's the Bible is telling you in captivity. You still a slave. Read on.
According to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
And that's why we still in captivity, because we're serving our sentence for what our forefathers did in not keeping the commandments of God. And we're still being punished to this very day because we as their children are still not keeping the commandments of God. Right. So we must repent so we can get out of total slavery. Now think about this real quick. When Moses delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt, right? He took the whole entire nation out of that land. Bring it out. We are still here, and we were slotted to go into the promised land where we will be ruling over the entire earth. That's true freedom.
Right.
That's heavy right there. I want to touch on something. Can you read that again in Sirach? Brother, grab the highlighter. Go back to Sirach. Right where you at?
Baruch.
Yeah, Baruch. I'm sorry, not Sirach. Baruch. 3 and 8.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3.
My
verse 8.
bad. Go ahead.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
All right, so that's what I wanted. It said for a reproach. So let's get a definition of that right now. It says reproach from Merriam-Webster's dictionary. It says it has many definitions, but one of them, it starts by saying it's obsolete, meaning it's like an older definition. But listen to this. It says one subjected to censure or scorn. Also says discredit, disgrace, a disgrace. Now watch the synonyms. The synonyms is a disgrace, dishonor, scandal. Here's the antonym for reproach: honor, credit. We have no credit here. We are dishonored here. It said God let that. If you are in a place where you are dishonored continually, you are enslaved.
That's it.
You are in captivity.
Message.
Continual dishonor. That's the reproach that God has us in, and payments.
And yeah, because I know our people sometimes don't think of how deep that goes. To be God's chosen people, you weren't meant to be slaves.
Right.
You're meant to be free. You was meant to be the ruler of this earth. Can I get Proverbs 19:10?
Bring it out.
You got to understand, if you're supposed to be the kings and princesses of the earth, we can look at medieval movies at any time that you see that the kings are set up, don't have to do nothing. They're supposed to be just set up to rule, right? Watch this. Read that.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
Delight is not seemingly for a fool.
So delight is not, what's our delight? It's God's laws and commandments. He said the laws and commandments is not common for a fool. A person don't have no instructions. Watch this next part.
Much less for a servant
He said less than that is a servant that what?
to have rule over princes.
These servants, these so-called white people, Chinese, Japanese, Arabs, Africans, they ruling over us. That thing is a less thing to have them to rule over us as being our servants. Our servants is over us. We the kings up on the earth.
Bring it out.
Right.
Go ahead.
So, did I finish that clip? Let's finish that clip out.
Indestructible people. Former slaves gathered on Juneteenth the next year, and the year after that. And over the decades, Black communities observed the holiday with festive family gatherings, colorful parades, and bountiful barbecues. Texas became the first state to make Juneteenth an official holiday in 1980, and since, all but 3 states recognize Juneteenth as a holiday. While it is not a federal holiday in the U.S.
So that's an older article, but as of last year, it became a federal holiday. So I want to go to the next article. You want to say something?
It says former slaves came and kept it. Then blacks came and kept it. It's nothing changed from that time. We were doing this for many years. What has changed? Oh, because it's a federal holiday? They was doing it before it became a federal holiday.
Yeah. Who made it? It was Biden, right?
Yeah.
It's Biden, yeah.
So Biden blessed it, and now things have changed. He
He's
put his
still-
blessing on it.
Right.
Let's look at the. Give me that second article. You got the articles pulled up?
Yeah, I might get it.
I want the
I got you.
text. It's highlighted.
All right. You want to want the Juneteenth celebration?
Yeah.
Juneteenth celebration this weekend. in
Celebrations.
Celebrations.
So it's going to talk about what happened since it's been made official and federal. Let's see what's been going on. Has it brought all black people together? Has it solved the economic crisis among black people? Has it solved COVID? Has it united the man and woman in the black household? Has that Juneteenth done those things? Let's see what Juneteenth has done.
Juneteenth celebrations this weekend in California, South Carolina, Michigan, and Colorado. A high school graduation party in Philadelphia and a concert in
Baton Rouge.
Were all
Marred.
Were all marred by gun violence as 5 people were killed and 24 were wounded. Authorities said.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That doesn't sound good at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
That don't sound like good news. It said Juneteenth celebrations this weekend in California, South Carolina, Michigan, Colorado, Philadelphia, Baton Rouge were all marred means destroyed.
Right.
Marred that's a biblical word. We're all destroyed by gun violence.
Right.
5 people died, 24 shot and wounded.
Right.
That's just shootings. You know, there's other kinds of violent crime they didn't list, like stabbings.
Right.
Just straight up fist fights.
Right.
How many fist fights you think took place?
Whole lot.
People got jumped and died.
Jumped and died? Mm-hmm. Let's keep on reading. Let's keep on going.
It says, but gunfire erupted around 6:22 p.m. on Saturday in Oakland, California, near where people were gathered by Lake Merritt for a celebrations.
Oh, wait, I think you go back down to the green with President Joe Biden. Go straight down.
Okay.
Yeah.
President Joe Biden signed a bill Thursday making Juneteenth a federal holiday.
So this is last year when he made it. So they're tracking this from when he made it a holiday.
Right. Commemorating the end of slavery in the United States. Just in time for Saturday's June 19th anniversary.
Now jump to that next highlight part.
But gunfire.
Joe Biden, he blessed it, but gunfire. He said he blessed it, but gunfire. What happened?
Erupted around 6:22 p.m. on Saturday.
Wait a minute. He said just in time for Saturday's June 19th anniversary, But gunfire erupted around 6:22 p.m. on Saturday. 6:22.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Dang.
Right.
Just that day. I couldn't wait to let off.
Right.
Think about it. Would gunfire have erupted if there wasn't a Juneteenth?
Of course.
But this drew more there. It's like now it didn't fix anything.
Right.
Because you gotta think. You gotta think. They did so well with us that we be packed up in a area. We are prone in our mind to just kill each other. That's how bad we have failed as a people. So now you give them Juneteenth, a federal holiday. Oh snap! We're gonna drink. We're gonna smoke. I don't like that dude.
Yeah, Juneteenth, just another day to crank up the grill, get drunk, get high, party. That's all it is.
That's what
Also get us away from July 4th.
Yeah.
Get us away from July 4th.
You know what happens with July 4th? The Israelites go out and teach that July 4th is the white man's holiday.
Right.
And a lot of people understand that. We've been out many times. We've seen people get shot and killed in front of us.
Yep.
In downtown Raleigh, we've seen a man put to death feet away from us on the 4th of July.
Yep.
Watching them fireworks, and then all of a sudden it turns into gunfire. The police are right there. The police were not a mile away. The police, we could see them come.
Right.
And we talk to people out there and they say, okay, we know we want free 4th of July, emancipation, we want free. So they leave that alone, but then the white man says, wait a minute, before you go, I got Juneteenth. How's that sound?
Come on now. Dog.
Fireworks. Y'all can have fireworks. You can have fireworks on Juneteenth.
You can have the day off too?
You had a day off too, I promise.
Some of y'all.
Some of y'all. Read on in that article.
It said near where people were gathered by Lake Merritt for a celebration marking the first Juneteenth as a federal holiday. The Oakland Police Department said 7 people were shot, including a 22-year-old man who died from his wound.
Read on.
Police estimated that more than 1,000 people were at the lake and that the shooting unfolded despite a beefed up police presence for the Juneteenth celebration.
You see that? Look at all the factors here.
Right.
Over 1,000 black people.
Boy, if you don't.
You understand? And it said the shooting unfolded regardless of the beefed up police presence. I mean, they put more police over there because I know y'all gonna act up. Right. I planned on y'all acting up. That's what we're gonna get into in this show. I planned on y'all acting up, and you still did it. You didn't disappoint me, niggas.
Right.
Go ahead.
Cell phone videos show people running and seeking cover from a barrage of shots.
All right, I want you to jump down. The next page it says joyous occasion.
A joyous occasion at our Lake Merritt was marred by a senseless act of gun violence. Schaff said in a statement, police in the area attended to victims and apprehended 2 people with firearms near the scene.
You jump down to the green part?
At least 3 other Juneteenth celebrations across the country ending in shootings.
Dang. So,
See, that's how you know God's spirit is not inside of that. God's spirit is just not inside of Juneteenth. And that separation away from us with God causes us to fall inside of stuff like Juneteenth and whatnot, try to make up our own thing. Even towards the end of the year, you have a lot of black people, instead of Christmas, they're like, okay, well, we're familiar with Christmas, but what about black owned one? What about Kwanzaa? What about these? You know, we try to go in different ways to still commit wickedness, as long as it's not God-like.
right.
You know why that is? Because our people are still searching for their identity.
Bring it out.
They don't know that they have holidays in Leviticus 23 for us to celebrate.
Yep.
That God has given us. But anytime the so-called white man throw you a little something, you're like, oh, like you said, Kwanzaa, Juneteenth. Now we have our black pride. Now we have our own. I know there's master giving you a pat on the head and telling you to go on about your business.
Right.
If you look if you look at these days, they really just hand-me-downs.
That's it.
That's all, of what they already created. That's all it was.
Yeah.
That's all, giving you hand-me-downs of what they have created. But these things happen, and the more evil has erupted with these things coming along. Isaiah 1:5, real quick.
So I was in a school and they told us February was Black Month. You know, and I'm so-called Hispanic. I was like, oh,
They call it Black Month?
Yeah, they called it Black. Hey, they were like, that's the month that the black man, look, because I was Hispanic, right? So they said that's the month that the black man gets to celebrate his whole month and get to know what he was about and stuff like that. I'm like, huh? And then they would tell us us being Latinos, like, okay, you got to learn about Martin Luther King, a black man, or Sojourner Truth, right? And we're looking at y'all like y'all different. Right. But, you know what I'm saying? Then they give us one day, Cinco de Mayo, right. Hey, go get drunk. You know what I'm saying? Go spend a lot of money in America. You know what I'm saying? Right. Go hit these bars. So like y'all saying, you know, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they give us these little pats on the back, you know, pats on the head. Hey, go spend your money with our faces on it. Go ahead.
Right. Hey, I want to go to this next article. Now, we're going to tell the same news, but this has a different spin on it. This is from, I believe it's Fox News. Fox News shows the other side. I think the other one came from like a regular Democratic, whatever you call news station. Yeah. Watch what the other side says about Juneteenth. Read that.
At least 8 people were fatally shot and dozens were injured during parties or gatherings on or related to the Juneteenth holiday, injured in 7 parts in the country.
Go on.
Shootings on Saturday, a newly declared federal holiday honoring Juneteenth, were reported during events in Colorado, California, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Indiana, and South Carolina, among others, with at least 33 wounded, according to the authorities and multiple reports.
All right. So let's go to the next page. Mm-hmm. Now that's the same stuff we talked about earlier. Right. Now watch this. It's going to tell you. I'm going to go straight to the comments. And this is foxnews.com. Matter of fact, read that and then go to the next one. So here's another piece, and then we're going to go to a comment.
This is in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Police say a triple shooting killed 2 men and wounded a 3-year-old boy.
Now stop. Ain't that tragic? Right. Everybody on the planet should be able to unite around, you don't shoot a little 3-year-old boy. Right. We should all be weeping and mourning for that, hoping he gets better. But watch this. Go to the next page. Go straight to the comments. This is one of the comments underneath. And say the person's ID.
ID. Olive Leaf.
So this person's name is Olive Leaf. This is on Fox News. So what kind of people are commenting? White people. White. Edomites. Read.
Bruh.
Mm. Beautiful.
Hold on now.
White Leaf.
Now they said, what did she say?
Oh, she agreed on that thing.
Beautiful.
She said beautiful with an exclamation point. Read.
Create a few more of these holidays and the 13% will be down to 3% in no time.
Wow. Wait a minute.
Wait
a minute.
Wow.
And
they always saying, and then people want to say, oh man, we got some good white people. No, they all feel the same. Just some of them just bluntly gonna bring it out.
Yeah, some brave.
You know who Olive Leaf quoting, right?
Who?
Quoting Bill Gates.
Right.
That's the statistic that Bill Gates had. But he said, if we just take this down,
right,
with vaccines, healthcare, so on and so forth. They're quoting Bill Gates when he was on TED
Holidays.
Talk. Yeah.
Right. Holidays is the missing. Remember, he had the letters up there for the. Yeah. I don't know if H was up there, but the holidays. Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm-hmm. Give me Psalms 36. Is there more on that comment?
That was it.
All right. Give me Psalms 36.
Bring it out.
That's crazy right there, man.
But the little 3-year-old got shot.
Right.
All that death, because remember, it's the same article. It's just on a different site. Right. Because the other site, I'm sure they'll play violins and stuff. And, it's just tragic. Right. Then you go to the other side. Same people. They cousins. They brother-in-law. Mm-hmm. They uncle, daddy. They the same people. They were like, thank God.
Right.
Let's keep making these holidays. It's taking care of that problem we got.
That's what it's crazy. Go ahead.
What verse you want at that one?
Start verse 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 36 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart, that there is no fear of God before his eyes.
The wicked here is a so-called white man, Esau, according to Malachi 1 and 4. Right. Read on.
For he flattereth himself in his own eyes.
He flatters himself in his own eyes. Read.
Until his iniquity be found to be hateful.
Until what he's done to us becomes apparent. We can see what you're doing now. Mm-hmm. We got eyes to see. Have we not, the people asleep in our nation, before we knew this truth, we'd be blind too. Like, dang, we got Juneteenth.
Right.
I don't know why people dying. That don't make no sense. We try to have a good time. But now we see the plot. They want us dead. And they're going to use occasions like Juneteenth to put together sick people. We all sick. We can't stand being around each other. Mm-hmm. They say, you know what'll kill black people faster? More occasions when they have to come together pretty much unsupervised.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
With drugs and alcohol.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Because ain't no rules on Juneteenth. We're going to get together and not drink. Right. Is that Juneteenth? We all get together and go to church? Nope. We just get together.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He hath left off to be wise and to do good.
See, he don't want wisdom. He don't want to do good. He never. He throw, another part of the Bible says he throw the words of God behind his back.
Right.
So what's he about? Maintaining what he stole.
Right.
He stole our identity. He stole our lands. He want to maintain what he stole. So everything that he thinks, says, and does is to keep control of America and the world.
And you know how he does it well when it comes to our community? He knows that we are filled with lust and want to do our own thought, right? So he creates and manufactures holidays based off of our feelings. He gave Pride Day, because a lot of our people just love that. I'm not getting into a separate topic.
Bring it out.
Juneteenth.
Yep.
I mentioned another one earlier, like Kwanzaa and what, all this other stuff that's in there. But he makes and manufactures days, times, whatever, based off of our feelings, so that way we can stay inside of our sin.
Hey, also, can we read that scripture first? Ezra 5, the one you quoted about secret plots. Because I remember my childhood. I used to watch Blue's Clues. I don't know if y'all watch Blue's Clues.
Yeah,
of course. Look, they had Kwanzaa. I never knew of Kwanzaa, but Steve went, with Blue, and he went to go find out different holidays. And he learned about Christmas. He learned about all the holidays. And then when he got to Kwanzaa, it was black people. And it was like you said, they were promoting it like it's a black holiday. So me, again, being Hispanic, I was like, okay, black people got a holiday named Kwanzaa. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand it. But now that I read the Bible, we're going to read something. Watch this.
What was that?
First Ezra 5, verse 73.
Oh, yeah. Bring it up.
This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 73.
Bring it out.
And by their secret plots
So the history behind this is Zerubbabel, and they were trying to rebuild the temple, right? Go ahead.
and popular persuasion.
So they said the heathen had secret plots and popular persuasions. The same thing that today, popular persuasions would be your television, your
Right.
media,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
your media. Go ahead.
and commotions.
Uh-huh.
They hindered the finishing of the building.
So they cause commotions. All of a sudden, there's a church shooting. All of a sudden, there's certain things happening all over the world to stop us from learning that we're the Israelites.
Right.
Bring it
Now,
out.
Right.
now you're not, there was that big march with the Israelites. They came, they did this great thing in Chicago. No. Let's make sure there's a mass shooting. You know what I'm saying? They do that since back in the old times. Read it again from the top.
And by their secret plots.
Secret plots.
And popular persuasion.
So you got your media, your TVs, things of that nature. Go ahead.
and commotions. They hindered the finishing of the building.
And we're that spiritual building that's being built up right now. The Israelites are waking up in these last days. So what happened in the past was physical. Now the Israelites are waking up and they're trying to hinder the building, the teachings of the Bible. Read.
And they hindered the finishing of the building all the time that King Cyrus lived.
Go ahead.
So they were hindered from building for the space of 2 years until the reign of Darius.
So again, going off what Officer Rayo was bringing out, now we can see that. We can see that they're trying to stop this movement, the movement of the Israelites waking up in these last days. And it's not going to happen.
It's heavy that you said it, officer. And today was a secret plot called think tanks. And with these think tanks, I even seen it myself that they have a group of white people, right? And they had Bobby Shmurda in there. This is before he was where he at now, before he went to jail and all. He was in there rapping hard, going in. You see the white people bobbing their head and listening. Nothing full room of white people. What you think that is? Oh, he's rapping about murder. This could be good.
This is good.
Put him out there.
This is good. This is good. That's what they think. Go back to Psalms 36 and 4. I want to read some more of those comments.
Bring it out.
This is the book of
And
Psalms.
that's very key what you said, Officer Hezekiah. The drill rap, the gangster rap in general, they run it past the white constituents first. The man that cut the check is a Caucasian man, a Jewish man, the man that stole our identity.
What?
Come on,
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 36 and verse 4.
watch
Bring
this.
it out.
He deviseth mischief upon his bed.
That means he can't go to sleep without thinking about evil. And he's plotting on ways to keep the children of Israel asleep, enslaved. Read.
He setteth himself in a way that is not good.
He sets himself in a way that's not good. He purposes himself to do evil. Read.
He abhorreth not evil.
He don't hate evil. He don't hate evil. Now watch what this comment says. This is another comment I just happened to see. Juneteenth is just going to get worse from here, folks. It will become synonymous with violence.
That is.
Best advice to everyone: forget about this fake celebration and stay home and stay safe.
And who said
Bring it out.
That came from Ross. You know Ross.
Hey, look. Hey, look.
You know who Ross is.
That's like the realest comment the whole comment section.
But wait, it gets better.
Come on.
It says, dude replies to that. He said, wait till April 19th, also known as 18th.
Bruh.
18th.
Yeah.
You mean monkey?
Yeah. Because we animals to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Beast.
They just giving a dog a bone. That's all that's going on.
They love that thing.
Hey, also Michelle, just because of everything y'all bringing out, if our people really research the histories of all these fake days, right? Like Christmas is the destruction of the Moors. You know what I'm saying? They could type in a Christmas in the Netherlands. It's showing you that the Moors were being destroyed, and they're celebrating the white race destroying the black race. So then they got Zwarte Piet. So today they adopted that in America, this little bubble land that we in, and then they put it as like, you know, elves, nice little white elves with big pointy ears, and they commercialized it. So again, with their popular persuasions, they causing us to lose a lot of money in our communities. Then they put these churches to suck up some more money out of our communities with the white Jesus. Again, so it's like it's all this.
These next comments
go
going
ahead.
to your point, but I want Michelle to go ahead and go. These next comments go right in there.
Real quick, give me Ecclesiastes 7:7.
Bring it out.
Come on.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
You hear what the Bible say? The Bible say oppression, like us Israelites, we mad because we see the oppression that's on our people. A wise man will see that Juneteenth, like, man, what you think you trying to do to us? You think we crazy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Man, go ahead with that. Come on.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
See, that's what's going on.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
is.
gift that has destroyed our people's minds. Go ahead.
Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof.
Okay, that's it in another one. Give me Psalm 62 and 10. I'm going to pass it back.
Bring it out.
This is the book of Psalms.
So it said oppression make a wise man mad.
Also, Michelle, I never heard that verse in church.
Yeah, they don't read
Y'all
it.
ever heard that in
It'll
church?
never come out.
Bruh.
They don't believe they're oppressed.
I don't think they know the book of Ecclesiastes.
And then they got the New Testament. They got the New Testament only, and then Psalms. Now he about to pull Psalms. Let's see if they read. Let's see if they read this.
Yeah, read that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 62 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
Trust not in oppression.
That's all I want right there. The Bible say don't trust in oppression. So when a white man give you these holidays and you gonna have a cookout, hip hop parade, all that stuff like that, you are trusting in oppression.
Right. And some of y'all might feel some kind of way. We keep mentioning the white man, the white man, the white. It ain't about, oh, go hate him, go throw rocks at his car. No. You must identify who the enemy is.
Right.
Bring
He's
it out.
feeding you bad information. Officer Michelle just brought out. He giving you the gifts. We got to tell you where the gifts coming from and what to keep and what to reject. Because God said the gift destroys your heart. But if you thinking, well, this is the friendly neighborhood white man.
Right.
What has he ever done bad to us? You going to take the gift and it's going to destroy your mind.
Right.
I remember Captain Josiah brought out this scripture, Psalms 119 and verse 34, 134. Start at 133. Psalms 119 and verse 133, because people don't understand that. It talks about oppression throughout the whole Bible. The Israelites are under oppression. So guess what? Since we know we're the Israelites, let's see what he says in the Bible.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 133.
Bring it out.
Order my steps in thy word.
So we supposed to be keeping the Passover, Feast of Dedication, the high holy days you read in the Bible, not Christmas, not Halloween, not the Three Kings. Read.
And let not any iniquity have dominion over me.
We're not supposed to have sin in our communities, right? We're not supposed to have sin in our temples. Stop eating that pork. Stop eating that catfish, them shrimps, right? Go ahead.
Deliver me from the oppression of man.
Of what?
Of man.
So there's a specific man that keeps us under oppression. God says what? Read that one again.
Deliver me from the oppression of man.
Go ahead.
So will I keep thy precepts.
So the precepts of the laws. He said, deliver me from the oppression of the white man or the Arab man or the Moabite or the Chinese man, and then I will keep your commandments. So if you get out of the the mosque, if you get out of Christianity, then you can come back and actually read the Bible as a historical book, know you're an Israelite, and start keeping the precepts, the laws of God.
Because the keeping of the commandments is key to being delivered from oppression. Right. That's what it's saying. You gotta do that. That's why you're in oppression.
To go to that point, what you were saying earlier, officer, about with oppression, we automatically are prone to do what the white man says. Proverbs 11:21, because it says that back in the one you pulled when you said stop. You said it said don't trust in oppression, because we are people that trust anything outside of God's laws. Mm-hmm. So once oppression happened, we cleave to that thing. Like we always wanted to go back to Egypt. We already got saved out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Watch this. Read that.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 21.
Bring it out.
Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Because this is the stem from trusting the oppression. You want to join hand. That's why he said don't trust in it. But because if you trust in it, the wicked will be destroyed. And you join hand in hand, you will be destroyed.
Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
And that's the difference.
All right, I want to read these comments, and also Michelle got a thing we can read. It says from VC Dave. Go ahead and read that. Your account. Just read that one and down to that one.
VC Dave. When things started calming back down, the Democrats got worried and decided to create a new holiday to hype hate and anger right back up again. Sadly, it looks like once again they've succeeded.
See, you wouldn't see this because the black people are trained to not look at these other news sites. Now, we ain't Republican or Democrat. They're both the devil the Bible speaks of. Right. Mm-hmm. But you see, the other side knows the plot and the plan. You know, that's how they get down with oppression. They do it sneaky. They know they work with holidays. They know they work with things that look good. Right. The other side just hate us flat out. They'll just tell us to the face, y'all niggas. But the other side, they know, but they're talking among themselves and saying, you see, they done came with another holiday to push the evil on black people. Right. They're doing it holiday style. Now watch this last comment. Then we go to this next article.
This is Truth 22:294. Mm-hmm. These people are animals.
That's what Officer Michelle, didn't you say it earlier? Right. We said we animals to them. Go ahead.
No amount of appeasement is going to change anything for the better.
I want you to look at the Yard Cop. Is that bad English? Is that like country redneck? Or is that like very professional looking grammar right there?
Professional looking grammar. Right
so these ain't just rednecks and stuff like, oh, Billy Bob. Mm-hmm. They want you to think, oh, this is Billy Bob and the KKK. No. Right. This is your regular average white woman or white man.
Your doctor and your judge.
Yeah, your doctor and your judge, your educators. Mm-hmm. All of them. Your police officers. Come on.
Right. They have MLK Day.
They said, so they saying, this is the appeasement. Appeasement is a gift. They have what?
They have MLK Day.
But read it from the top again.
From the top. Mm-hmm. These people are animals. No amount of appeasement is going to change anything for the better.
So no gift we give them is going to change anything for the better. Read.
They have MLK Day.
That's a gift. Read.
Black History Month.
That's a gift.
Juneteenth.
That's another gift.
And now every commercial has 95% black.
That's another gift.
Hold on. That's not true. If they got 95%, trust me, it's tainted. They got white interracial, or a white woman by herself with kids. Yeah, they never see the black man there being positive. Right. So I don't want to hear that.
Oh yeah. Well, they just saying it. But we put black. It is mostly gay stuff. Yeah, right. It'll be or interracial. Interracial is real big right now.
Right.
Go ahead. Keep going.
And let's not forget the trillions of dollars spent since the inception of Lyndon Johnson's Great Society. Has anyone seen any improvement? Mm-hmm. If you look objectively at the numbers, things are actually worse.
And what I want you to take from that is, yeah, they insulting black people, but it's telling the truth. Has anything gotten better from all those gifts they gave us? No. It's actually making us worse as a people.
Right.
Now go ahead with what you got.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that.
I got you. This is
give it to him.
This is from the book When I Was a Slave. All right. It says, that war that freed the niggers started in...
They said what?
It says...
Wait a minute.
That war that freed the niggers...
The war that freed the niggers.
This is from a text. This is from a book.
This is from a book.
Bruh.
It started in 1861. I had 2 young masters to go. It lasted 4 years. They was figuring on taking me that very next year. And it was so fixed that the war ended. We had a big drought during the war, which made it bad on the soldiers. I never seen the Yankees only when they were passing along the road. One day while we was eating our dinner, our master said, all y'all, young and old, when you get through, come out on the gallery. We call them porches now. I got something to tell you. When we got through, we all trooped out, and he said, this is military law, but I am forced to tell you. He says, this law says free the nigger. So now you is just a free as me by this law. I can't make yo all stay with me unless you want to. Therefore, you can go any place you want to. That was about laying by drop time in June. It was on the June 19th, and we still celebrate that day in Texas. That is Nigger Day.
What day?
Nigger Day.
Nigger Day.
They call it Nigga Day.
They call it Nigger Day.
Hey, let me get some. I've been hoping this one. Go to Psalms real quick.
Bring it out.
35, verse 20 and 21.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 35 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
For they speak not peace.
So now the enemy, they speak not peace whatsoever. They speak not peace. Go ahead.
But they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land.
Now that's talking about us. They devise deceitful matters against us. So they set up days again according to our lust, and then make fun of us. Watch. This is to make fun of us, Paul. Watch. Go ahead.
Yea, they opened their mouth wide against me.
Wow.
And what they say?
And said, aha, our eye hath seen it.
So now they say, aha, aha, aha.
Yeah, you
Go
gotta
ahead.
read it right now.
Yeah, you gotta read it right.
You
Come on,
skipped
come.
the aha.
Come with it now. Read it.
Talk to me.
Read it again.
Yea, they opened their mouth wide against me and said, aha, aha, our eye hath seen it.
So see, look what we did.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, look what we did.
Look how they killing each other.
Look how they killing each other. And you know what? This is what we're gonna make them think. Go to Jeremiah 18 and 12 real quick.
Bring it out.
This is my last scripture. Go to Jeremiah 18 and 12. So look, we had devised something up inside their community, create a holiday for them. Now look, and they make fun of them. And then now this is what we're going to make them think so they can start to kind of devise their own. They're going to think they're doing it themselves. Watch, go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 18 and verse 12. And they said, there is no hope, but we will walk after our own devices.
So now that's what our people think. Is that there's no hope. We're going to walk after our own thoughts, our own devices. Go ahead.
And we will every one do the imagination of his evil heart.
That our oppressors had created. That's what's going to wind up happening. And then once we do that, they make fun of us. And then it's like, yeah, that's nigga day right there.
Right. And then even that was our ancestors that wrote that. Just let y'all know in that book. Our ancestors have written that.
Hey, all right, I gotta throw this video on here. We got a few minutes left. I want to hit this. Is Trevor Noah, the Daily Show, and we're getting to some of that aha. I think it's perfect timing. What is the aha? They're making fun of us with Juneteenth.
Bring it out.
Listen to this.
End of slavery. Or as Tucker Carlson would put it, the day millions of African Americans became unemployed. Is that progress? Anyway, because Juneteenth is now a federal holiday, more people are celebrating than ever before. The only problem is not everyone knows the best way to celebrate.
Walmart is under fire for selling Juneteenth products that some people say are tone deaf and insensitive. The products have been lambasted by many online after pictures of Juneteenth ice cream and party supplies surfaced.
The Children's Museum of Indianapolis is apologizing after backlash to a Juneteenth-inspired food item in its cafeteria. Museum offered the Juneteenth watermelon salad.
Wow. Wait a minute.
Watermelon salad.
Wait a minute.
What's a watermelon salad, man?
Wait a minute.
I never heard of a watermelon salad.
Don't that seem suspicious? Don't that seem suspicious?
It sounds disgusting.
Watermelon salad. What is that? It
sounds like just racism in a bowl.
Right. Watermelon salad.
Yo, and they had to apologize. You know somebody made that call.
Right.
Yeah, you know it'd be funny? Get a nigga's watermelon salad.
Hey, I saw it was like not Great Value. It was the Food Lion brand and all them. They had the. I saw the same picture on Google. It was showing that Food Line was selling it like a rainbow colored looking African with like black hands at the bottom, ice cream. And wow.
And with this, and that was at a school, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
That was at a museum.
At a museum, right?
Oh, there's smart people there.
Right there, you go. And it being a museum, why did not people raid that? Why we ain't right there?
We ain't small enough to go to a museum.
Them niggas want that watermelon salad. You crazy? Listen to the ingredients on the. Hold on, we finish playing it. Hold on. You tell me what black people did when they heard this.
Statement saying, in part, as a museum, we apologize and acknowledge the negative impact that stereotypes have on communities of color. Oh, this shit pisses me off so much. How are you gonna make a Juneteenth ice cream, huh? I hope they took it all off the shelves and they got rid of it. In fact, I don't trust them. I hope they send it here to the Daily Show, and I'll deal with it personally. Oh, every single one of those ice cream. And any other ideas they have for ice cream, they better send them here. What a randomness. What are you doing?
Hey, also, Radio, that thing is heavy. The ice cream song is based on niggas love the watermelon.
Wow.
While we're chasing the ice cream truck.
I'm about to find that real quick.
You got time? Oh my God! Please, if you
got a couple minutes.
It's on YouTube. But basically, that's that famous song that it doesn't have no lyrics, but the ice cream man's playing it.
It does. It has lyrics.
Yeah,
we don't know.
We don't know it doesn't have lyrics. But we hear it. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Oh, I don't think that's the song.
Yo, that's where they got the song for the ice cream truck. Now play the old school original ice cream truck. Sounds happy.
Maybe that's why the ice cream truck in my neighborhood plays Big Pun.
That's racist.
That's horrible.
God.
Horrible.
This song was put out by Columbia Records in 1916. Yes, the same label that has brought us the Fugees and Nas.
Wow.
That was 90 years ago. Just saying. Almost 100 years ago. It was so long ago. They made money off Nigga Love a Watermelon. Ha 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 ha. I mean, that song still making money today. I mean, that song was popping out there back then. People. You sure about that? That's what you want to go with, quoted on this program? No.
All right, so they were talking about it. Let me see if I can get the actual song.
Hey, you know how you gotta think everything evolved around Israelites being being talked about and stuff like that. You got to imagine, even in school, if this person been talked about so much, you'll go, let me see what he's talking about. Why they don't like him or whatever. If the Black, Hispanic, Native American all around the world is in this light, we have to be some special people. We have to be some level of special. Deuteronomy 76. But we want to still be equal to the so-called white man. But not alone by itself, you can see you being hated for no reason. You stink or whatever they say automatically. Hey, that's even with Northern Kingdom. They portray that thing so much they got to hold their nose. Give me that Deuteronomy 76.
It's the book of Deuteronomy.
Okay, then go ahead.
I found it. Okay. All right, let me see real quick. It's from a Columbia Records. You can see it on the little. I'm not lying, am I? Columbia Records.
Yeah, I see it.
Titled "Nigga Love a Watermelon." Ha ha ha. That is like the scripture you quoted.
Yes, sir.
Listen to this, yo.
Come on, children. Find a kind of watermelon. Yeah, you George Washington, Henry Clay, Abraham Lincoln, Woodrow Wilson, Texas. Send a nigga love a watermelon.
Pause. He just said you Texas, Lincoln. He quoted where they got their freedom.
Wow.
Right before he starts the song.
He did say that, didn't he?
Throw that back.
I don't know
just
back.
a little bit.
Washington, Henry Clay.
The course of several years, it got remade and remade and remade into the song you hear today.
Come on, children. Find a kind of watermelon. Yeah, you George Washington, Henry Clay, Abraham Lincoln, Woodrow Wilson, Texas. Send a nigga love a watermelon. Nigga love a watermelon. Bring it up. The things when they happen on the food. And it's nothing like the watermelon.
Watermelons and blacks have been a tragic.
Yeah. Damn. That slice of American history.
Mm-hmm. Stop sending your kids to the ice cream man running towards that same song.
Yeah, but we don't see it because we sleep.
Right.
But now we waking up. That's why we showing you Juneteenth is just like that watermelon song. You see what they doing now? They pushing ice cream. It's got like red velvet flavor and it's like the African color, the African flag colors in there. Mm-hmm. And then they said they had to pull that because that's just like the Nigga Love Watermelon song. But you go run to it. We run to it. They just took the lyrics out. So eventually they're going to still push it and make money off it. They're going to commercialize this, and all it does is bring death to our communities.
Right.
And meanwhile, we don't keep any of God's high holy days.
Right.
Not one Passover has there been a shooting.
Nope.
I've not seen not one shooting at a Passover.
Nope.
We had Pentecost. No one got shot.
Nope.
No one got stabbed. No one got punched up.
Bring it out.
We're going to have tabernacles. Ain't nobody going to get shot there either.
Right.
Lord's will. Ain't going to be no mass shootings because we don't be doing the wickedness and the evil that be going on at Juneteenth.
Right.
So y'all got to come out of those traditions and customs, man. That's all. Colossians 2:8. We got time. We got time.
Yes, sir.
I mean, if you involved,
got something. We got like 2 minutes.
if you're involved in evil gonna follow you. I said if you're involved in evil gonna follow you.
Bring it out.
Amen.
Well, I was about to say you about that out like a pastor. I said if you're involved in evil.
Good.
This is the book of Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
You see that? The traditions of men, Juneteenth and Father's Day, which ironically are on the same day. You can't find your fathers. Most of the fathers in the black community is either locked up or homosexual or not married. They're somewhere whoring. Nick Cannon.
Right.
Father's Day to him, right? He's running around. Go ahead.
I say he got like 10 different baby mamas.
He got like 10 on purpose. 10 different baby mothers. How them children gonna grow up?
Confused.
Without a father.
Without a father. Not a real father. I'm sure he'll pop in and pop by and do a photo op, but that's not a real father. With 18 mothers up, however many he's got. That's what the average Negro is doing. That's why he knew the truth, but ain't no benefit to it. You run around being a whoremonger. Esau know what you got going on. Anything else from y'all brothers?
Hey, can we go up to verse 4 real quick? Because you brought out verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you, right? Verse 4.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 4.
Let's see how these passages get us.
And this I say, lest any man should beguile you with enticing words.
So them sweet words they give you in the church and then make you celebrate Christmas. Stop. Get out them churches. That's why we go into the Blitz on Sundays.
That's why we talk to your pastor right now, Lord's will. We having a good conversation.
Oh, my God.
Hey, all praise to the Most High. That's been our show for today, y'all. Y'all stay away from Juneteenth, man. Stay away from these man-made holidays. Hey, we got a physical location at 111 South Market Street, Benson, North Carolina, 27504. That is 111 South Market Street, Benson, North Carolina, 27504. You can reach us by phone at 1-855-484-4842, extension 7098. That number again is 1-855-484-4842, extension 7098. You can also reach us at armorofgodradio@gmail.com. You can email us armorofgodradio@gmail.com. Hey, that's been our show. We are the Armor of God. Armor of God radio show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah. With that, we say
Shalom.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.